Hi everyone, and welcome to this Spreaker segment on programmatic advertising. My name is Rebecca Dalby. I am the Marketing and Monetization Manager for Spreaker. Today, I'm going to tell you why programmatic advertising is the future when it comes to buying and selling ad space in the podcasting industry. I will explain the many benefits and why you should definitely be exploring programmatic if you want to monetize your podcast. In this video, I will cover programmatic advertising, an overview of what it is, debunk the false myths, I will explain why it is a future of advertising in podcasting, and finally, our Spreaker Prime Programme. But first, a little bit about us, Spreaker. Since 2010, we've been on a mission to be the ultimate one-stop shop for podcasters, from newbies just getting started to publishers developing tons of content. Spreaker has a solution for making any podcaster's journey a smooth and profitable one. We connect listeners, podcast creators, and advertisers in one place. Within Spreaker, podcasts can be hosted, distributed, monetized, discovered, and listened to. We're the first to do it all. So, let's get into programmatic advertising. It really is a win-win for both advertisers and podcasters. Programmatic advertising is automating the process of buying and selling ad space in podcasts. There is a misconception that programmatic advertising is rigid or can cause a jolt in the listener's experience. In reality, there are many options when it comes to programmatic advertising, and when produced correctly, it does not cause any issues at all. Generally, programmatic advertising can be broken down into 4 different models: open marketplace, private marketplace, preferred deals, and programmatic direct. Whatever way you choose to work with programmatic, it's really important to remember that the podcaster always has control over their content and determines how it is made available. Unfortunately, there are some misconceptions around programmatic advertising, and I'm here today to highlight the most significant myths and debunk them for you. There is a sense that programmatic ads are a kind of cheaper leftovers and filled into ad spots that are undesirable. This is completely false. Programmatic does not mean lower CPMs. In fact, lately at Spreaker, we've seen CPMs in the $30+ range, and not for small buys. These are campaigns of tens or even hundreds of thousands of total buys. They might still be considered tests, but more and more brand advertisers are getting into this market, and more podcasters are realizing that this method of advertising really works. There's also a myth that programmatic ads are disruptive and at times, dare I say, obnoxious. However, we have found that in our experience, this is only the case when they're not managed correctly. In reality, programmatic ads can be seamlessly stitched into strategic breaks in your content. They should be recorded in a tone of voice that creates a pleasant and engaging listening experience for your users. The benefits of programmatic are truly great. It is an inclusive tool, meaning it is accessible to a much wider range of podcasters than other advertising options. It is powered by technology, which makes it highly efficient, while also seeking the best results for both podcasters and advertisers. A unique feature of programmatic, which we absolutely love at Spreaker, is that it allows podcasters to monetize their already existing content by placing ads in the back catalogue. This can be a very significant revenue stream, especially if your content is evergreen. Programmatic eliminates the back and forth communication of price negotiations. It enables data tracking and reporting, which strengthens its reliability, allowing advertisers to spend more money. We believe that programmatic advertising is the future for accessible and inclusive monetization of podcasts. In the not so distant future, it's looking more likely that the majority of advertising dollars will be traded in programmatic advertising. Native advertising is expensive and is only really possible for the top podcasts out there with very large audiences. Without programmatic, the remaining podcasts would be left with little to no option to monetize their show. The programmatic approach enables smaller shows to grow their reach by allowing advertisers to access cost-effective advertising aimed towards an engaged and highly targeted niche relevant audience. And eMarketer.com agrees. According to them, programmatic podcast ad spending in the US is growing at a fast rate. They predict spend will double from last year to $31.3 million and reach $106.5 million by the end of 2022. At Spreaker, we have developed the Prime Programme, a dedicated program to support podcasters, helping them to maximize ad revenue using our dynamic programmatic technology. It also helps increase their podcast exposure and streamlines the publishing process. The Prime program offers free hosting, marketing support, and priority customer service. We've helped hundreds of podcasters who may not have been able to monetize themselves to generate revenue by providing them with the ad technology and support needed for programmatic advertising, as well as live read opportunities. We offer the Prime program to podcasters with an audience of over 5,000 monthly downloads. If you qualify for the Spreaker Prime program and you'd like to apply, please visit try.spreaker.com/prime-program. This is a case study of one of our users that showed in the last 6 months they have seen an increase in revenues of 205%. This increase is significantly more than their increase of listens for the same period, which was 73%. The user had seen this increase in revenue thanks to programmatic advertising and is a very, very happy user. Another one of our Prime users, Josh Hallmark, summed up his experience with Spreaker Prime and using programmatic advertising perfectly by saying that it has literally changed his life. Thanks, Josh, for being a great Spreaker Prime member. So, now that you have some insights into the power of programmatic advertising, I'd like to leave you with this. We really believe that any podcaster or publisher who wants to monetize their content should be trying out programmatic advertising. And advertisers who are looking for better conversions should be exploring programmatic, as it is one of the highest converting forms of advertising. According to AdsWiz, there was a 37% increase in programmatic buying from January 2020 to June 2020. The programmatic train has left the station, folks, so jump aboard. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope I have debunked some myths and opened your mind to the wonderful benefits of programmatic advertising. If you have any questions at all, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. Or if you'd like to apply for our Spreaker Prime program, please visit try.spreaker.com/prime-program. Have a great day.